What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the B23 Financial Academy. We hope all of our videos have found you well this far. This will be video 4 of our Forex market structure series, one in which we will focus on the different variations of how prices show us that they may be about to change the trend. In video 3 and in video 2, we covered bullish market structure and bearish market structure. We covered that in a bullish trend or in an uptrend, the trend is valid until a higher low gets intercepted, and in a bearish market, a trend is valid until the lower high gets intercepted. So now we're going to cover different ways in which those interceptions happen. Sometimes they come in the form of double tops, which are an early signal or an early indication that we may drop, or double bottom, which is also an early indication that we may be about to go bullish. So if what I'm saying doesn't make sense now, just give me a couple of minutes. Everything will click really soon. So without any further waste of time, let's get started with market structure. Okay. I'm already seeing we have, I'm going to use a bullish example first. I would regard this as a higher low. A higher low. No. Higher high. This would be a higher high. Higher low. Right. Higher high. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. And then on this occasion, how did price break the high low, or how did price show us or give us an indication that they may be about to change the trend? I think this would be a textbook example of, hold up, these trend lines love messing with me. Just give me a moment. There we go. All right. Where did the high low get intercepted, or where did the change in trend occur? It happened, or it occurred here. This large candlestick gave us the indication that now we may be about to change the trend, because the high low got intercepted or got broken. Not the spike, the body. The candlestick bodies got broken by this large bearish candle. This gave us the indication that we may be about to change the trend right here. So since then, price naturally just followed the law. So on this occasion, they broke it in terms of the textbook way. There was no double. Okay, this may be a double top. Let me just zoom in to see something. All right, now we're getting into market formations then. I was previously on the 4-hour time frame. Now I'm on the 1-hour time frame. And now it's just something I want to show you or teach. I think I can remove this for now. We have what we call here an early reversal signal known as a double top. This would be regarded as an early reversal signal known as a double top. double top. This is still valid, still counts as the higher high. However, this market structure or this formation is known as a double top. What is a double top? It's an area in the market where price is touched twice around the same level. Let me just note that down. Double top is an area in the market where price has touched twice, full stop. Not 3 times, 4 times, 16 times, just twice. This would be regarded as a double top. And keynote, double tops mostly come in the formations of M, DT, usually forms M structures. Double top usually forms M structures. Example, I think I'll remove this for now. Just to make a quick example. The M formations won't be perfect, but if you can identify them, that'll help you greatly in identifying the double top. And then double bottoms are just W formations, it's the opposite. So this is what I mean by M formations. This is what I mean by M formations. That's a double top. That's one way the market can give you an early reversal signal. The break of the higher low is the textbook or is the safest way to know that we may be about to change the trend. And then double tops are the early version of a change in trend. It's the early signal that we may be about to change the trend, because price could have just easily done that, and then stopped somewhere here, then continued going up. And then you would have been wrong if you thought price was going to drop. But if you waited for this reversal signal, which is the higher low getting intercepted, that is the safer way to trade or to know if a trend has changed. Double tops and double bottoms may also function as signals, early signals, but they are riskier compared to this. So let's move on. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do a bullish example. Okay, here's one. Wait, what am I doing? Short lines. This would be W formation, just the opposite of what we did in the last example. An early reversal pattern or an early reversal signal. It's riskier, but it works if you're willing to manage your risk properly. So let's zoom in there. This area here, this area here would be regarded as a double bottom. This would be a double bottom. double bottom, or let me just put in parentheses W formation. I think it's clear to see. And then since then, price just moved up. Let me just check something. Let me drop down to a lower time frame. All right. We have a lower low right here. Lower low here. Low low. Lower high. Let me just change the color to crimson. Lower low. Lower high. Another lower low here. I think by now everyone kind of understands what I'm doing. The videos I did, and I think it's video 2 and 3, I think were pretty self-explanatory. I explained everything in depth. I think we can all understand what I'm doing. We can all identify the lower highs and lower lows by now. And then where did the break of the lower high happen? Let's check. It was all of these candlesticks provided us an early change, not an early change in trend, provided us the textbook change in trend, and then the markets went up only to come back to form a double bottom and then moved up. So sometimes you have instances, okay, let me go back here. I think the example was on the left. Sometimes you have instances where they break and then never come back there. They just break or they change the trend and then from there they just drop. And then on other occasions, you have them breaking or changing the trend and then coming back to retest the same level as a double bottom or a support, whichever label you want to use. Then they carry on going up. Okay, currently we had this change in trend on EuroCAD. Okay, they changed the trend. They never went back to this area. I think we would regard this as the resistance or the double top area. This would be regarded as the double top area, but instead, okay, this would be the higher high, higher low, higher high break or change in trend occurred somewhere here. They never went back, they just dropped. So on some occasions they do form double bottoms or double tops. Sometimes they don't. It's just something that you have to get in your system and then trade accordingly. And then we also have market phases. I'm not sure if I should do that now, but I might as well. All right, market phases. Oh, and everything I've done here, like the double tops, double bottoms will be provided. The diagrams for those will be provided on the Telegram group. The link is on the bottom left corner of your screen. That'll be sent there, as well as anything else we may decide to add. But going back, we had the change in trend here, and then we have what we call market phases. The market generally moves in 3 phases, but then they do extend it to 5, 6, or 7. We have, all right, we have the change in trend, right? change in trend. Then we start phase one, which is a drop, collect orders, drop. This is phase two. This would be phase two, drop, collect orders, spike people, kill people, and then form one last drop somewhere there. This is not a signal, please do not take it as such. It's just something that came to mind now. This would be phase one. This would be phase two. And then this, or somewhere here would be phase three. Generally, the market moves in three phases, but that's a whole other subject. But yeah, generally we have the change in trend, then we have phase one, they drop, phase two, they drop, then phase three, and then they start a new phase. Generally, that's how they tend to move. Sometimes they extend it to phases 4 and 5. And there's nothing you can do about that. Learning how to, or knowing how to trade the different phases is important, but it's not something we'll be teaching in this video. Probably sometime in September. It doesn't really make sense for us to show you market phases, whereas you don't understand the basics first. But another example of a market phase would be, all right, let me just go back to, we said the trend changed somewhere here. This was the double bottom was here. All right, this was the double bottom. And then I want to show you a bullish example of the market phases. So the change in trend occurred somewhere here, somewhere there. They broke the trend, and then they retested the same, not the same, this area here as a double bottom or as support. So the trend changed, and then we have, or we had phase one, market phase one, move up, and then we have phase two. Market phases come in different shapes. This entire section would be phase two. And then we have phase three, which would be here. This, not counting this section would be phase three. Then we had to move up, phase four, which would be there. Phase four, move up, and then phase five. We are done. This would be phase five. You have the change in trend, starts a new phase. That's generally how the market moves on most occasions. Yeah, this would be phase one, phase two, manipulation, phase three, phase four, phase five. Okay, let me just, I might as well just type it in. I promise we'll do a video on this, but not now, probably in September at some point. Phase one, phase two, phase three. Okay, that's not really visible. Let me try green. phase 3, phase 4, and finally phase 5. Generally, that's how the market moves here. This would be phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 somewhere here. Maybe they'll come back to retest this level as supports. Who knows? But generally, this is how the market moves. If there's something you'd like us to cover that we may not have made clear here, you can contact us on the Telegram group. It's free. So all of this and much more that we did not have time to cover in this video will be sent on the group. The various diagrams and all of that will be provided there. And then in September, we'll do an in-depth analysis or an in-depth video regarding all of this. If you've learned something of value, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. It's been Mr. B23 signing out.